What is good, everybody? Welcome to today's trade recap. Today is September 16th, 2025, and I did take two trades today. Let's walk over the bias and what I could have taken away from this. So we are at all-time highs trading, right? So I'm bullish until proven wrong, and I think this is what should have proven me wrong. Alright, this huge 4-hour inversion for value gap being created there should have been what's proven me wrong. So into the pre-market, or starting into the morning, right? This 4-hour closes below that inversion for value gap at around 10 o'clock right here. So we invert the 4-hour. Right from there, I should not really have been looking for longs back up, but because that would be going against the higher time frame. But at the time, I read this as like, this is accumulation zone. This is our manipulation into a 30-minute for value gap, sweeping out these Asia lows, and then we would have distribution back to the upside, right? Bullish until, or just bullish at all-time highs. So what ended up happening today is we accumulated, right? Chop, and then we dumped, right? We dumped right into these Asia lows, and we swept them out, and we hit 30-minute value gap right here. Right, we took out these 30-minute intermediate lows right here. Right, we also had an SMT. Right, because these lows took out the liquidity here. Right, we had an SMT, and from here I was looking at a 2-minute fair value gap right here, and I figured, we're rejecting off of the 30-minute. We just swept Asia lows. I figured we could just distribute straight out of here. Alright, so the 15-minute candle opens. We create that SMT. We invert this gap, and I'm looking for expansion to the unfilled 15-minute and the unfilled 5-minute. Right. So that immediately pretty much gets stop rated. We turtle soup this low again, and I've noticed a lot of my losses are like this. I don't know if it's because I'm not waiting for the manipulation, or if it's just the current trading environment, a little bit seek and destroy. It's coming back to my entry because I figured this SMT right here was already the manipulation for this move higher, but it came down, reswept again, and now and then we had another 2-minute entry long that I took again. Same targets, a little bit better break even here, right? Just to the internal high, and then that eventually gets break even again. So we took one loss and we took one break even trade, like that. But in reality, or in hindsight, I think what would have been smarter is to fade all the mech models going up into the 5 and 15 and just wait for what's happening right now, right? When we go to hit the 30-minute, right? When we travel up here, hit the 30-minute, and then take the short lower. I think it's just a drawn liquidity issue for those trades, right? Because we have so much 4-hour liquidity generated right here from yesterday, or a couple days ago. No, from yesterday. And we're fighting against like this 4-hour inversion for value gap, right? We're expecting price to, it could, but lower probability, right? We're expecting price to come here, invert the 4-hour, and then come back up into a 4-hour BPR. That is not as likely. I'm thinking that if we do tap into this 30-minute value gap, I would be willing to try one more short, but if not, I think I'm just going to call it a day here. So we just took one loss and one break even. Tomorrow is FOMC. I'm probably not going to trade that day, so which leads us to just trading Thursday, Friday, and we'll see what kind of opportunities they give us over there. All right, I'll see you later. Peace out.